Right, just thought I'd try and take a little video showing you how my new toy works. This is an engraving pantograph. This is what you would use to engrave things like trophies, names, text, before the advent of computerized engraving machines. So what you'd usually do is you get these sort of oversized letters in brass, and the pantograph would engrave them much smaller than that size on the actual metal that you wanted. What I've done is I have made my own template designs, which are ivy leaves. Got them laser engraved, so I can engrave these ivy leaves onto any metal I like, at any size pretty much. What I've got set up today is some pretty thick silver, and I'm going to cut the leaves at quite a big size, so these are going to be probably the biggest I'll do. So what happens is you've got these scale, there's a scale there, there's a scale there, and the numbers indicate the reduction factor. So I've got them both set to 2, which means that the engraved ivy leaves are going to be half the size of the template. I've set it all up, so fingers crossed it should just work. So this is the stylus up here, which you use to trace out the pattern. This here is the engraving head, so it's got a diamond head in there at the moment. That is spun by the motor, which kind of floats around in the background. So it's a two-handed job. One hand traces the template and the other one applies pressure to the engraving head. So let's fire it up. I've got a couple of reference marks that I'll just put in. There's one, there's the other, just so I know that everything's going to fit. So, hopefully I won't get in the way too much. So that's the outline, first outline done. I don't know if you can see that. I go over it twice. The depth of the engraving and the neatness of the line, it all depends on the pressure you apply. So it is not an unskilled job. And I've been playing with this for a couple of weeks now. Right, so veins. So there's a few mistakes in there, a couple of cases where the stylus jumped out of its groove. So this is a proof of concept, this template, to see if the laser could engrave it well enough and deep enough, and it's not quite there yet. But it'll do.